Go ahead and do it anyways.
Just go ahead and just get started. Just not gonna edit this at all. We're just gonna just start talking.
Yeah, let's go then.
All right.
It's not gonna be the most.
Oh, go. What are you gonna say, Mason?
I was about to say it wasn't gonna be the most embarrassing video clip that we've shown so far.
All right. Well, welcome to the first episode of the Elijah Smith Show. Hi, I'm Elijah Smith, and this is my show. And so, I'm really excited to have everybody here today. This is gonna have a great show today. A great show planned. I want to introduce some of my panel on here. So we have Jerome Dyson making weird signs with his hands, like. We have Candy Malone at the bottom left, and then we have Mason Avedano on the bottom right below me. And also Mason made me this for my birthday. Made me this really cool sign. It says Elijah Smith Show on it for my birthday. So I just want to thank him again for that. Oh, come on. Seriously? Okay, I gotta stop and start again. All right. Right when I start the intro.
What happened?
Right when I was about to get my merch deal out.
Dude,
there,
I gotta stop and start again. All right. So we had to stop the Zoom meeting and reopen it. So everybody's coming back on now because we spent too long talking about robotics. So also I forgot to mention the other two guests we have. Well, we have a few more people on our little panel, but they couldn't make it today. So we have Grant Fouts, Austin Carmichael, and Talise Rideout. Talise she's in New York, right? Yeah, she's in New York.
Yeah.
In New York. It would have been great if she could have come on. I could be like, have like the SNL bit, like the Live from New York. That would have been kind of cool. But
Live from New York.
Live from New York, it's Talise. That would have been cool. But I mean, okay, this door is freaking me out. It keeps opening and closing.
Hey man, you might got a ghost right there.
Yeah, I was about to say paranormal investigators.
It's staying close.
Who you gonna
And
call?
who you gonna call?
Man,
Ghostbusters.
can't call 911, bro. Can't call the police, man.
Way to kill the vibe.
Yeah. Anyway.
Just because you got a new podcast, you're all big man now. Come on.
But anyway, so as I was saying, Mason made me this really awesome sign. He also got me a really cool record, but that's upstairs, so I can't really get it. But yeah, that's my name, and that's my show, and this is my show. All right, so let's get started here. So we've come up with a few topics we want to talk about. So first we go with Candy, who's going to talk about the Trippie Redd's new album. So I have no idea, just take it away.
So I heard about it. I haven't listened to it entirely, but it is an extension of his 2020 album called Pegasus. And this new one is called Neon Dark versus Pegasus. And he extended his original album. He added a couple more tracks with new Black, Travis Barker, the drummer for Blink-182, Black Bear, Machine Gun Kelly, a couple other people on there. But the extended tracks are supposed to be kind of like pulling in his more rock and emo influences to distinguish him from other contemporaries like Lil Uzi Vert.
Now,
Man, this out. Wait,
we're gonna go. So while we were planning, Candy and Jerome got in a little bout about who came first, the chicken or the egg. Who came first? So do you guys want to go back into this a little bit more with the whole?
I think it's valuable.
All right. So Jerome and Candy, you want to extend on your discussion from before?
Yeah. First things first. Man, why is this album so long? Man, this is almost as long as the Chris Brown album.
When Chris Brown put out a whole 2-hour 48 song, and I know you listened to.
I listened to all 2 hours and 40 minutes.
The whole thing.
I listened to it from Jerome being outside my house, man.
Talk about long albums, bro.
This thing is an hour and 53. And then the second thing is Trippie Redd copy Lil Uzi Vert style, swagger, everything. Uzi came first. Then Trippie Redd comes out 2 years later, and it's like I'm listening to them too, and I'm like, wait a minute. And the first time I heard Trippie Redd was on an X track, and I'm like, is this Lil Uzi? This ain't no new artist. This Uzi under a different name. So like, yeah, dude is the same. It said Uzi came first, so he a copycat.
So when you say they sound the same, what do you like? Do you mean their like vocals or their flows? Because I think their
vocals, they sound exactly the same. They use the same type of auto tune and all that. Yeah,
I don't think same. I mean, it really comes like down tit for tat. Because I mean, I guess we'd have name a Trippie Redd song that you know, and then name it's Lil Uzi, a Lil Uzi pair. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can't do that.
So what does that mean? So what does that mean?
I looked into it like that, man. You coming up with facts and stuff.
That's when you gotta hit them with the who has the diamond in their head.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
I think it's fair to say that Jerome lost this argument.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying, look, I don't listen to a lot of like current music, but I think it was a dumb move they put the diamond in his head. That was a dumb move.
No,
I think that has anything to do with music.
It's a power move.
That's
Think
just
about
a bad
it.
life decision.
No. Think about it this way. Dude got a $24 million diamond in his head. If he ever needs money, all he got to do is take that diamond out.
Wait,
think about it that way.
Wait,
that's life insurance.
Do diamonds appreciate or depreciate over time?
Oh, diamonds disintegrate. It's carbon.
So, or I mean, their value. Like, do they
depreciate?
I'd say probably appreciate.
I'll look it up.
I thought diamonds depreciate.
They depreciate.
Now they're kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Diamonds get smaller
probably
over
because
time.
They're just finding
all
more.
Diamond is just all a diamond is compressed carbon, and so they get smaller over time.
So then, I mean, I think shelling out 24 million.
Yeah, that's too much for a head diamond.
Later,
hey, but think about it this way:
like
that's
6
like
vision.
And
if he ever needed money, all he got to do is take that diamond out. Boom, 20 million.
Look, imagine how much like other people could use that money. Like Texas.
Yeah.
No, for real. I'm gonna be honest though. Yeah, you're right.
Come on. I mean, I know you got the money to do it. All right, good for you. You built up your brand and whatnot, but like, come on, man. 24.
Have you ever like thought about winning the lottery and just like coming into an enormous sum of money? And it's like, yeah, it would be so great. But then I'm also the kind of guy who gets like a $25 gift card and I'm still afraid to like spend it anywhere.
That's so true. That's so true.
A bunch of lottery people go broke because they don't know how to manage their money.
Yeah.
I gotta think.
On to like a $10 McDonald's gift card that I got from the water tower competition in
8th grade.
In 8th grade.
As much as I love Amazon gift cards, they're just too much. Like there's just so much stuff there.
So much stuff.
No, for real. Amazon needs to be broken down, and then they got to give all that money to me.
All right. And
so you can buy a diamond.
Yeah. What qualifies you to get that money, Jerome?
You know what? I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Really, just tearing them apart today.
Oh for 2.
He's 0 for 2. Man, that's not starting out good for Jerome. Well, Jerome, I'll get you a chance to redeem yourself. Let's talk about some draft stuff. So you're a Broncos fan.
I am.
Biggest sports fan I've known. So who do you think who are you looking at in the draft for the Broncos?
I'm looking at a quarterback. You see, I see all this talk about what the quarterback out of Boise State. I forget his name. They're saying that he they're saying that he could go number 2 after Trevor Lawrence. And so some of the draft boards have Justin Fields going at like 15.
Which is dumb.
I'm saying
he's coming to the Hawks. Or to the Falcons. Falcons, not the Hawks, the Falcons. I'm gonna edit
Not yet, but like I'm saying, like, if Justin Fields falls, the Broncos have the number 9 pick this year. We're 5-11. We suck. Drew Lock, you know, I want to give him more time, but at the same time, I want to win. You know, Von Miller's going to be coming back. He's 31.
Really?
We have these, yeah.
He's coming. I thought he's not coming back. I saw a story he's not going to come back.
What?
Hang on.
That would be news to me. You're going to make me have a mental breakdown, man.
Let's see.
There's a criminal investigation into him.
Yeah, because he says some weird stuff to like his mom or his girlfriend, right?
I don't know.
It was like some like domestic violence type stuff going on.
Yeah. And so like,
yeah, I saw a rumor like that they might release him or just let him walk. You know. Let me see.
Jesus Christ. What is wrong with these Denver Broncos?
Yeah. It's not looking good. All the top stories like, do you want Von Miller? It's always the question of do you want
JJ
them?
Watt is out too now.
JJ Watt got out of there. Good for JJ, man. Get out of there.
Not for real. Houston's sucking up right now. Yeah. But like, if Justin Fields drops to number 9, like, there's no good reason the Broncos shouldn't take it.
Are you sold on Zach Wilson yet? I'm not. Are you sold on
I'm
Zach
not
Wilson?
either.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on him.
I'm not sold on Trey Lance either. He's a sophomore, and he's only started like a few games because of COVID. They cut the schedule because of COVID. Zach Wilson, I mean, it's his first year as a starter. He's good, but like I don't trust him. He's college good.
Zach Wilson this year had 33 touchdowns and 3 interceptions for BYU. BYU was good, but then it's like I looked at his other 2 seasons. Like, I think his freshman year, he had like 17 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. And then last year, he had like 14 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. And I'm like, you can't go to the NFL off of one good season.
Right.
Like, we saw that with Dwayne Haskins. I love that dude. Like,
yeah.
He almost won Heisman. He had one good season with Ohio State after spending 2 seasons on the bench. And then, like, we saw what happened with him in the Washington football team. Like, he lost it.
Which I want, you know, I'm a Falcons fan, sadly. I want to get you see, I want to get Justin Fields. I want to get Trevor Lawrence, of course, because who doesn't? But you know, Justin Fields, he's from Georgia. He's a dog. Like him taking that hit against Clemson, coming right back out and playing. I love Justin Fields.
I'm saying he threw 6 touchdowns that game.
Yeah. And he went off against Clemson, one of the best teams in the country.
Exactly.
And but the thing is, Ohio State quarterbacks, like, I don't trust it, man. Like, all of them are just
you're right.
Busted out.
We do.
Cardell Jones,
Ohio State,
Dwayne Haskins now. Who else was another one I was talking about before?
Josh Barrett.
Yeah. Let's see. Because Cardell Jones,
Ohio State does not
XFL now, and he's like 30, like 20 something.
Yeah, Ohio State does not have a good. Yeah. Ohio State does not have a good history with quarterbacks translating that talent into the NFL.
Right.
They don't. I agree with that. All the other positions they do, but just not quarterback. But like, Justin Fields is different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He played better.
Yeah.
He was smarter with the football. Yeah. He can run. He's ridiculously accurate on his deep throws and all that. So like, if we were to get now, obviously everybody wants Trevor Lawrence, but like that pick's taken. But like, if Justin Fields falls to number 9, I saw some draft boys talking about like we need cornerbacks and all that, and I'm like, no, we don't.
If the Falcons get another like defensive player, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'll jump out of the window. Every year it's the same like defensive lineman or a linebacker that just doesn't or that leaves or gets traded like the next year. When you have a chance to get somebody like who's last year? I wanted Patrick Queen last year, and I wanted Simmons last year.
Yeah.
But now, nope. If the Falcons,
the Falcons have the number 4 pick. In my opinion,
if they take a defensive player, I'm gonna jump out of a window and I will burn. My house down.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think they need to get rid of Matt Ryan. I honestly do.
You know, it's Matty Ice, man. You know, I still go back to that one season, man.
Yeah, that one season, hurts. And he's an above average quarterback. He's good, but like at the same time, I feel like this is like a Matthew Stafford situation. Yeah. Matthew Stafford was good. He led the Detroit to some playoff appearances and all that, but like he didn't really do much. It's the same thing with Matt Ryan. I feel like, how long he's been with the Falcons for like the past like 9 years. Well, they had that one Super Bowl appearance that 28-3.
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
Yeah, man.
Elijah, how'd you feel?
With Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember like it was yesterday. I was dancing like halftime dance with my mom. Like because it was after like the Robert Alford pick 6. And I forget, I love Robert Alford. It was after that pick 6, and I was great, and we were screaming, dancing, running around, and then like usually my parents would like make me go to bed like after halftime because it was like past bedtime or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But this time I was like, okay, if I'm going to Super Bowl, like we can stay up. The worst mistake I've made in my life as a sports fan, staying up and watching that Super Bowl. It was painful. It hurt so much to watch him, and just watching him just all grinning after holding up the trophy, just grinning. Brady was a little super. It hurt me. It hurt. It's still to this day. It still hurts.
The worst part about.
I wore like a full Matt Ryan jersey that day, and I was like, this is going to be great. And we were up, and I was like, this is perfect. And then I took off the jersey, and we choked.
Did you lose Super Bowl for us, Mason?
I think we lost because I took off the jersey.
You took off the jersey in Atlanta.
I think we lost because I took off the jersey.
You heard your first guy.
I remember that game like it was yesterday because Steven Gostkowski missed the extra point at the end of the third quarter. It was 28-9, and I'm like, ain't no way that they're gonna lose. Tom Brady goes touchdown, 2-point conversion. Okay, it's 28 to like what? 28-17 now. I'm like, okay, whatever. Field goal. Okay, it's 28-20 now. Matt Ryan drives. Julio Jones has that toe tapper.
That one catch. I thought sealed the game. I thought we'd be like, okay.
Inside of the 25-yard line. They get pushed back to like the 40 off of sacks and stuff. They put it away.
Flashback right now.
Tom Brady goes. Tom Brady goes down, scores another touchdown. They convert the 2-point conversion. We're going to overtime. The Patriots get the ball. James White runs it in for the touchdown. Game 34-28. 31 unanswered points. I'm not a Falcons fan, but I was shocked. And for all y'all that are Falcons fans that are listening to it, that pain that you're feeling right there in your heart, that's normal.
You know what? I think now it's time to switch to another topic.
Yeah.
Too traumatic for you, Elijah.
Oh, man. Dude, I got an NFC shirt and everything. I got the NFC Championship shirt somewhere.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That sucks,
and I wore it that night, man. And it's always near my birthday. The Super Bowl. No, it's always near my birthday. Because it's my birthday February 3rd, so it's always near my birthday. So then, hey, happy birthday. Yeah, your team lost Super Bowl. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Okay, there's one thing I want to bring up.
All right.
And it's that Elijah, you brought me on for entertainment stuff.
Okay.
And, I'm an entertainment guy. I love movies, and I love theme parks, and I love just anything like entertainment. I love music, but the problem is I don't see very many movies or theme parks or anything that's really going on right now. Right, so it is a very bad time. So this is going to be like my therapy session, coming out here and being like, everything that I loved is gone. And it's not coming back for a while.
Well,
you know when you like look down the Wikipedia list of like all these projects that were supposed to come, and they all just say canceled next to them. It's sad.
Like the whole like the Marvel like the Comic-Con or E3 thing, whatever they did.
Yeah.
And it's just like all this stuff come out in 2020. Oh, it's just gone. Like
it's gone.
Blade.
Marvel's it's not there anymore.
Except Marvel's. For like, didn't you guys watch the WandaVision?
I've been watching WandaVision. Is
I haven't watched it.
It's kind of a bop actually. Yeah, I like it.
No, for real. WandaVision is good. WandaVision. So what?
Kenny was trying to say something. Wait.
What's the hype around WandaVision?
Yeah.
Just that all the music is great. It's so like cheesy, and I love it.
Not for it. It is
scored, or is it like popular songs?
It's going through like sitcoms. It's going through the sitcoms of the decades. And you know how the sitcom theme songs are kind of cheesy, you know?
Okay.
It's like,
so they do like 50s sitcoms, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. And then the whole show is like this kind of sitcom. It's nice.
Like the most recent one was kind of like the Office type intro, where it was like the pianos and the kind of no words or anything.
No words.
It's just, it's great.
But yeah, I don't know how much they spent on advertising, because I couldn't go without seeing like a WandaVision ad. Like
WandaVision is so popular actually. When the 7th episode came out, Disney Plus crashed.
I bet, yeah. We got Disney Plus to watch Hamilton, and then now we're like I think mooching off like my aunt or something now.
Yeah.
but I don't know. In fact, I don't know if we still have it. I need to go on like 1-2-3 movies or something like that to watch that. Go
1-2-3 movies.
You didn't use those? Am I gonna go to jail for?
I used that back in like.
Wow! Imagine admitting to piracy on your podcast.
On the first and last episode.
The first episode. After Elijah Smith was arrested for. You've got your full name in the title too. It's not like they can't find you.
The first.
Yeah, but you guys remember that? Like at Booth, you watched it on like your Chromebooks and stuff.
1-2-3 movies. Yeah. And stuff. Yeah, I remember that.
Me and Eli Fennell watching Fast and Furious in eighth grade, like Georgia history, Georgia studies.
Never seen a single Fast and Furious
Miss Trujan.
They're very good. Fast and Furious.
I love Fast and Furious. Yeah.
You can't watch them in one sitting because then the plots kind of start meshing together.
I haven't seen is the Hobbs and Shaw one good? I haven't seen that one yet.
Hobbs and Shaw was good.
I've never seen it.
I thought Hobbs and Shaw was good. I will say that it was.
Okay. That's good.
And have y'all seen the trailer for the new Fast and Furious?
I haven't.
With John Cena.
Wait, John Cena's gonna be in Fast and Furious?
John Cena is gonna be Dom's brother.
You gotta be
no way. I thought that John Cena was already in Fast and Furious. I saw that and it's like brand new character, John Cena, and I was like,
okay, I gotta look this up.
And then they bringing back people from the dead now. Yeah.
What you mean?
The Asian dude that died in the 7th movie is back.
Oh, are they saying he faked his death or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
That's
for
crazy.
Fast and Furious.
He's in Fast and Furious. He's in the trailer and everything. He's mean mugging Vin Diesel.
Yeah, man.
Man, what a do-over.
Not for real.
All right, so our next we have talk about Britney Spears. Okay, so I know I was talking with Jerome about this before, but I don't know a lot about what's going on. I know there's a documentary about like all the stuff she's gone through, and Justin Timberlake had an apology, but Jerome, you
now,
he released an apology.
So what all went down? Like what? I haven't watched it. I'll probably watch it soon, but
yeah, I have no idea what's going on here, so I want to hear about it.
So basically, the documentary talked about like the vilification of Britney Spears and all that, how she was treated from the time she came out in like the 90s to now, how she had to go live with her father and how her father controls all of her finances and stuff, and just the way that the media treated her, as a woman, like the misogyny of it all. and then how Justin Timberlake and all that kind of like worsened that when she went under her father's care in like the early 2010s, late 2000s. And so all that, and then it was actually so bad for Justin Timberlake, like he had to release an apology. He released an apology for her and Janet Jackson. I know y'all know the Janet Jackson incident from
Candy, apparently.
the Super Bowl. Yeah. It's the whole reason why no TV show is live anymore.
None of them. 5-second delay. Well, that was
Yeah.
I thought that didn't cause like some legal action with the production.
They tried to sue Viacom for $500,000 or whichever one hosted the Super Bowl.
They did like
CBS or one of those.
Inappropriate content or something like that.
Yeah. Janet Jackson's career was almost ruined by that.
Yeah.
Like
really?
people really got onto her for that wardrobe malfunction. And like,
but it wasn't even her fault.
It wasn't her fault. That's what I'm saying. And like Justin Timberlake got off scot-free and all that. And actually Janet Jackson went on the Oprah and all that. Like I feel like saying like I feel like my friend has like betrayed me and all that. So like it's good that Justin Timberlake apologizes, but like too little too late.
That the damage already been done.
That was a long time ago.
It's like exactly. Like let me look it up.
I was surprised that it was now. Like I was like, he never apologized for that.
I know.
It's been 17 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It was 2004.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah.
Yo, I was 1 year old. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no, exactly.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
But you know what's actually, I guess not funny, but just interesting. I would have thought that Janet Jackson's career would have been helped by that situation because she was such an icon as far as like, I guess you could say that she was a sex symbol too. So like that happening kind of would have added to that image, contributed to her place in that role. But then I guess when it comes down to it, consumers say they want something, and then when they get it, they're like, "Oh no, too much! I don't like it."
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's like that, man. That's crazy. That's insane.
It's insane.
It has been. That's like 17 years. Like almost as old as us. Like that's just
not for real. Like I've lived my life.
That's crazy. Shoot. Yeah, I lived a whole life without an apology. Okay, so
did you watch Britney Spears documentary? Or you just know about it?
I know about it.
I'm gonna put on my list because it's on Hulu, I think.
Yeah, I saw it because it's like in the New York Times' collection, but I didn't know if it was gonna just be about her life or like something. I don't want to say something worthwhile, but like just something kind of new, like news actually.
Oh man, Sonic is on Hulu. I love it.
Oh, Sonic was funny. I love that movie.
Sonic was better than I thought it would be.
It really was.
I'll give it
at first when I first I heard that they were releasing a Sonic movie, I was like, Sonic, the video game,
right?
Why? And then I watched it and I was like, oh, that was actually pretty funny.
So, okay, watch this transition. All right. So we're talking about the Super Bowl, right? It happened in NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. So let's go on and talk about Ted Cruz. Transition game strong, bro. The segue. All right. So if you have been living under a rock for the past few days, Texas is having this huge.
We're living without power.
Yeah. Or okay. All right.
Yeah, it can feel a little bit about it.
There you go, Mason. That's a good one. You get virtual nucks for that one.
It's not even my camera. I was putting it over on the other end of my phone.
All right, so we've been going through this huge winter storm, and that's been unprecedented. Like it's like a once in a lifetime storm. And so, Texas Senator Ted Cruz was caught leaving, going to Cancun for a little vacation. Since this whole thing went down. So all I know is what I've seen. So I've seen the pictures of him leaving on the airport and then him coming back and be like, oh, it was a mistake. So what have you guys like? what do you guys feel about this? About the whole scenario, whole situation?
Who wants to go first?
Jerome, you can take this one.
Take it, bro.
All right, then. So Ted Cruz, who's already been in hot water for his role on January 6th and stuff, like, you think that the dude that tried to overturn the election would try to lay low for a bit, but nah. So Texas has this whole thing where they deregulated energy, which is why so much of the power grid failed and all that, and why people didn't have running water and power and stuff. And so Ted Cruz takes this time. So his daughters were out of school for the week. He takes this time. His daughters asked him to go to Cancun, and he's just like, okay, who does that? Like, first things first, it's the middle of a pandemic. They're saying you're not supposed to go like outside of the country and stuff, but he's just like, yeah, my 10 and 12-year-old daughter can go with their friends to Cancun. It's all good. And then the other weird thing is that both parents went. Yeah. Even if they were just dropping off their children in Cancun, like, why do both parents need to go during a once in a lifetime disaster where Texans were dying, people didn't have power and all that? I mean, people had to use gas power, were sleeping in their cars and stuff, which is extremely dangerous to try try and get warm and stuff. And then he comes back wearing his Texas mask, and he's like, yeah, that might have been bad. That was a mistake. Yeah, nah, I ain't buying it.
I don't buy it either.
I think he could have gotten away with this whole thing if he would have stayed in Texas and his wife dropped his daughters off, because then it would have looked like he was doing what he was supposed to do and support his constituents
to the community.
Exactly.
Experiencing, but he didn't. He left too. And then I heard that he came back on Thursday, but his original return date was Saturday. And so he was like playing it off like he had time to come back Thursday when he actually didn't. And so it's kind of evidence supporting the fact that he really was not dropping his children off. He was trying to stay, or he was trying to, lay low in Cancun instead of helping out his constituents.
Because that's the argument. People are like, I was watching Rogan the other day, and he was like, "Oh, what could he be done?" He's like, "I'm like, he could still stay and help with the community, like hand out water, throw some paper towels. Like, he could have done something,
I mean, Beto O'Rourke, who's not even in a position of power right now, set up a helpline that I think they sent out like 800,000 calls to get like seniors and stuff water and shelter during this time. Like, he's a U.S. senator. He could have been lobbying people to send funds and all that. He could have been doing something.
He could have gone to Cancun. But no, he stayed and he did. He buckled down. He helped out his community. And that's what Ted Cruz should have done.
Exactly.
Have you guys seen that video of like when he was running for president, and it's like 3 hours of like uncut footage, like him talking with like his family and stuff?
Yes.
His parents like throw him under the bus. He was like, I'm at church every single day. And his mom's like, every day. It's just,
I have not seen that, but I need to now. I need to now.
It's like 11 hours straight of just
as soon as we get off of this, I'm going immediately there.
That'll be the outro for this episode. I'm gonna add in like awkward moments of Ted Cruz and his parents and his family. He's like, I'm the best. Like he's like, I try to be like, he's with his daughters, and he's like, I try to be like the best parent all the time. And his parents, his sister, his like daughters was like, really? Like it was.
That's hilarious.
It's like just 11 hours of uncut, just like of him talking to his family.
Ted Cruz.
And they're like throwing him over the bus. Yeah, he's a joke. I'm sorry, but like
he is. At least he wasn't as bad as. Did you guys hear about the other mayor in Texas? What he said? So basically, this mayor of a town in Texas, I forget what the town's called, but basically what he said was, it's not the local government's job to help you guys get power. The strong will survive, the weak will die.
Oh.
Not
What's this?
He resigned the
not
next
the
day.
natural selection.
Oh
He
no.
resigned the next day as the mayor of the town. I'm gonna get his name.
Where was it? Yeah, let me. Who was it?
Texas. It was a Texas mayor.
Resigned.
What?
Tim Boyd.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what town was he in?
Tim Boyd from
Colorado
City, Texas.
In Texas?
Yeah.
All right. There's a Kansas City in Missouri. I mean, because I was in Lexington, Kentucky over the break, and we were hit with like I was supposed to come back on Thursday, but then we had a bunch of storms, because there was an ice storm before when we came in, and then just a bunch of snow, like the whole we lost Jerome. Did we lose Jerome?
Yeah.
What happened? Oh well. So anyway, we got hit with a few storms too, and there was I think a lot of counties in Kentucky that like stayed without power for like more than 10 days. Like it was insane. But Anthony Sanders jetting off to Kentucky or jetting off to Cancun from there we got him back.
Okay.
All right, that's good. Hey, where'd you go, man?
I got kicked out.
How did you get kicked out? We've like 5 minutes.
I don't know.
I saw this TikTok, and it was talking about how like this. So first things first, I was reading the New York Times, and they were like, these storms and these power outages are really just signs that our infrastructure is unable to withstand
Yeah.
change that we've caused. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I saw this TikTok that was talking about how like most of the electrical grids on our system were built in the 1950s-ish. And so they had a lifespan of 50 years, but we're well past that. And so we're kind of working on borrowed time, but then also power has been privatized. And so really we're just like hoping for corporations to do the right thing, even though it's not profitable for them to like do checks and follow regulations. So they'll only shell out money when stuff needs to be replaced or when there's a failure.
Right.
But if there is a failure, like what he was saying was like, if there's a failure in I think 3 major cities, 90% of our population will have a blackout. And there's a chance for like increased fatalities. And I was like, you couldn't think ever. I have imagined that power was a thing or was a problem in America.
Right.
Because we have light always on. We have roads always operating. Things are always going.
Right.
And we are a developed nation. But to think about how vulnerable we actually are, that's scary. Like we're alive.
Yeah. It's the same thing that happened with the unemployment offices back when the pandemic first started and everybody was filing for unemployment. Like some of these unemployment offices still they were using technology from the 1960s.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going what the heck? The 1960s.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
It's like that's back when like you were still using the typewriter and the computers. It took
like 2 rooms.
Exactly. It'd taken 5 years for Google to load. I've already figured it out by now. I just walked to the library. Yeah, nah. It's like this stuff. Some of this stuff, like it's not profitable to fix. And then when bad stuff happens, like a pandemic or a winter storm and stuff, like this stuff happens.
And we're
all because. Nah, you were speaking.
Oh no, I was like saying and we're caught with our pants down. Like we can't do anything to fix it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have just a few minutes left, like 2 minutes. So I think it's good. It'll be a good spot.
He said, "Let me just spit out all these."
Let me just spit out like just this me tumbling on my words. All right. So we have 2 minutes left. This is probably a good place or we can get some final thoughts, and then if we'll cut off, then I'll say just right now, like, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming to the first episode. I want to thank my panel for being on. We had a great conversation. And so I'm thinking the next episode will probably be in next week, 2 weeks. Who knows? But I'll post about it. And I wanted to apologize.
It will be in the future.
It'll be in the future.
It will be in the future.
There will be a second episode.
There will be an episode.
I might have admitted to piracy, but I'll still be back.
You said, I hope I'll be back.
I hope I'll be back. I mean, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Ted Cruz. It was a mistake. All right. So, yeah, we have like a minute here. So, yeah, it'd probably be a good spot to end it here. So, anyway, see you guys and enjoy this cringy footage of Ted Cruz talking to his parents. All right. See you guys.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too, dear. I'm proud of you.
One more hug.
I love you,
Right
Mom.
on. Here we go. And hold for a second. Old enough to vote, but I certainly recommend that the youth of America support Ted Cruz.
I am not yet old enough to vote.
Thank you, Ted. I love you.
I'm just thinking for a second.
Are we rolling or not?
Yeah, we're still rolling.
Okay. Eleanor, why don't you say something to get him going?
He sees in people what they may not see in themselves.
Who believes more in this country, who loves this country